Right guys, welcome to this bit of a video, just a bit of a chat about me brad nailer. As you all know, the other week I was looking round, I said I'm going to do reviews, I'm going to get a new brad nailer, and I asked you to comment what you would recommend, all that kind of stuff. Now I narrowed it down to 3. I looked at all the reviews, I looked at written reviews, I looked on YouTube reviews, all that kind of stuff, the reviews on YouTube, that the guys that I trust, that is, and I come to a decision. So at the end of the video, well, near the end of the video, I'll show you what I got, and I'm going to tell you why I went the way I did. But firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through some of the reasons why I've gone the way I have. So there was a choice of 3 that I wanted. I was either going to go with DeWalt, because I'm on the battery platform and I've got plenty of batteries. I was going to go with what a lot of people said was the Ryobi. I've not had much joy with Ryobi in the past, and I was a bit sceptical, but you've got to listen to other people sometimes, and he said the brad nailer's fantastic. And the one you can get in the UK, which is probably similar to, it's called an Erbauer brad nailer. It's blue. It's similar to probably what you guys in the States have got, like Hercules or something like that, or is it Cobalt? Maybe along them sort of lines, I think, because I've never tried the Hercules or Cobalt. We can't get it. But it's around there. The reviews on all 3 were really good. Now, on a few, there's a few different models on the DeWalt one that weren't too good, and I watched a few videos of them, and it was sort of put me off a little bit, the DeWalt, and obviously the sort of price. Things that were putting me off the Ryobi, like I said, is I've had a couple of Ryobi tools in the past that they've just disintegrated in front of my eyes and not been good, but that was a long time ago, and I believe from what people are saying, let me know in the comments, but there's some Ryobi tools that are very good, and there's some Ryobi tools that are not very good. Now, I don't know, because I don't really buy Ryobi. Now, the Erbauer, again, had fantastic reviews. I'll pop prices up what they all go for, and I'll tell you what I sort of paid for mine in the end, what I bought. Yeah, the Erbauer one. Now, you can get Erbauer tools, and again, it's hit and miss. I've got a few Erbauer tools. I've got like corded sander, which when I first got it, I found it really tough to use, but it's like you get muscle memory in your hands, don't you? It's sort of weird, and it's sort of easier to use now. So there was that, and then there's a few other tools I've had which have not lived up to standard, and so I really went in depth. There was hardly any reviews on YouTube about it, so I looked at all the reviews on, you can only get them from Screwfix and B&Q. When you look at the reviews, you've got to really take them with a pinch of salt. But when I was looking through reviews on Screwfix, what I was doing is they actually do put the bad reviews as well as the good reviews. So there was that, and I've made my decision, and I know a lot of you are going to shout at me, but I've gone with a DeWalt. I've went with a DeWalt. Simple fact is, I know the brand. It's just that thing where I've got other DeWalt tools. I'm confident in DeWalt tools. I know I've paid a little bit more money for it, but I've already got the batteries. I've got plenty of batteries. I've got 5 amp, 4 amp, 2 amp. I've got all the amp, whatever the amp is, or you know, all that kind of stuff. And I thought I got you get a year warranty at the shop where I got it from, which was Screwfix, and I got it for £329. It was on a deal, and the model I got was a DCN 680N, and out of all of them, that one, the 18 gauge brad nailer, it's apparently there was things saying it's like the Rolls Royce of brad nailers, all this kind of stuff. Anyway, like I was saying, you get a year warranty with Screwfix, but if you register online, you get a 3-year warranty through DeWalt. So here it is. my DeWalt brad nailer. Now let's get it opened and let's take a look. So this is how it comes out of the box. It's in the box, well packaged. You've got like all your instructions, typical DeWalt instructions. It's like you need a degree to sort of thing. You know, the thing is, I need a stronger pair of glasses to see that, whatever's in there. And you've got the thingy there. Is there anything else in that box? Let's have a look. Nothing else in that box. So just let me get it out of this packaging and I'll give you a closer look at it. Right, so let's have a quick look around it. So the first thing you notice, I've got my old brad nailer out that I was using, is a size difference. And to be honest, I'm right-handed, so let's have a look. It's heavy. I forget what the spec is on the weight, but I mean, it is heavier than my old one for and the size, and I've got a 5-amp battery on that. But I think the balance of it is a lot better, so it doesn't feel much more than that. Does that make sense to you? I don't know if that makes sense to you, but hopefully it does make sense to you. So yeah, the size difference is sort of the first thing. So I'll just put it down and then we'll have a sort of look around some of the features of it. One thing I will say, guys, is if you see them, I mean, I don't know if it's me, but what a piece of junk that is. Absolute piece of junk. It's got like a depth thing here at the top, and honestly, no matter how much you try and adjust that to get it right, you just can't make it. Have I got a duffer? I don't know. Have you got one of these? Let me know. It's just that I could not get on with it. You know, it is for sale, and whoever buys it off me, I'll tell them why I can't get on with it. Junk. In my eyes, junk. Right, so I'll run you through a few of the features, what I can remember. I'm not really a good reviewer, you need to watch proper reviews, but just for the ordinary man on the street, I'll run through some of the things I know it's got. Right, so that button there is a stall release lever. That bit here, you pull that up for, you know, if it jams or anything like that. You've got in here indicator to let you know when your brads are running low. You've got this soft, you know, non-marking thing on the end here. Here's your trigger lock, obviously your trigger. Then you've got this light here, is like a low battery warning light as well as a light. And then you've got your bump switch, so you can have it on single or you can have it on bump. So that's on bump, that's on single. And if I spin it around, this is an 18 gauge brad nail brushless motor, and it's a bit of a beast of a thing really, but to be honest, it's really light in the hand. So you've got two more of them there for the front. This here is it's like a wheel for depth adjustment. I've got it paired up with one of my 5-amp batteries here, but you could put a 4-amp on there. I don't know what a 2-amp would be like. I don't think it'd last that long. And this one, I don't know if it makes a difference, but it's actually made in the Czech Republic. A lot of stuff now's made in China, innit? But this is Czech Republic. I know DeWalt had they had like a lot of stuff made in Italy, and it was all regarded as really high quality bits. So, and the reviews on this one, this model, is really good. So whether there's a bit more care and attention to detail, using better parts in there, I don't know. I ain't got a clue. And I know you're going to get like the odd one or two that are going to be duffers. That's the way of life. So, but yeah, it's a big thing. Now, things I'll take that off. I won't use that. That'll just get in my way. And I did put some brad nails in, but that's your opening there, and it's really easy. That just done like a one-handed operation there, where with that one I had to slam it like two hands. It's 15 to 54 millimeter brads, I think it is. I think that's right. Just check the specs. I might be a bit wrong there, but I think it's 15 mil to 54. But you can double check that. So let's get a few brad nails shot and see what it's like. Right, so I've just got 2 bits of wood here, and I've not messed around with any of the settings or anything. I don't even know what size brads I've put in. That's gone in nice. Now straight away I know it's made a mark there on the wood, but it's gone in how it should have done. That feels nice to use. Now I've never used one of these before, this one, but that feels nice. Now you can rotate this round sort of here, sort of wheel. Let's see what that does. Right, so it's actually a bit cleaner. But what I'm going to do, let's sort of gauge it halfway, about there. Let's have a look. That's a bit better. One thing I have noticed already with it, the power. There's a lot more power to it. You can hear the brushless motor. You can hear it. It's you know. Let's try the bump. Now I've never had one with a bump setting or whatever it is, but let's I mean, I know this is on softwood, and I'm not a proper reviewer, but just to give you an idea of what it's like. One of the main concerns with me was the thing jamming, and a lot of the reviews they were saying that they've had jam-free time with it. One called it the Rolls Royce of 18 gauge, you know, brad nailers. Whether that's right or not, everybody interprets things their own way, don't they? So anyway, that is my new DeWalt 18 gauge brushless nailer, and I just thought I'd share that with you. I've made my decision, and let me know in the comments what you think, whether it was a really close call between this and the Ryobi. It really was. I was so tempted and nearly pulled the trigger on the Ryobi. I really did, but I don't know what come over me. Was it me? Am I becoming a DeWalt sort of fanboy? Is it what you call them, DeWalt fanboys or Makita fanboys or whatever? I just think it's basically trusting the brand in it and what you're using. You know, I know a lot of you won't be able to afford something like this, so I would have a look at the Air Bauer one and the Ryobi one, because they are a bit cheaper. Now, a lot of the guys on the comments on my videos previously were saying the Ryobi. Now, a lot of them were in the States, so they ain't got access to the Air Bauer one. So I did have a look at all the others, and there was problems with all the others, and it was like problems all the same cropping up when I do it. So what, you know, I should make a spreadsheet really, but I'm no good at reading and writing and stuff like that. So everything I do is in my head, and then I read all the reviews I can read. I just like haven't got a time for spreadsheets and stuff like that. But let me know in the comments what you think. But that's my new brad nailer, and you'll see it in use on some of my videos. Bye for now.